What's your opinion on who should be the Steelers' starting quarterback this coming season, Terry?
No, I love Pickett. Kenny Pickett is, I'll tell you what, Rich, I know him well, and he's fiercely competitive. He's tough-minded kid. Things don't bother him. I really like him a lot. Look, I'm going to say this for the 10,000th time this year. Surround not only Kenny, but any of these young quarterbacks, the kid with the Bears, surround them with talent. Ryan's pretty successful with the 49ers, Rich. Look at all that talent, and look at that coach calling plays. And that kid's got the poise. Kenny has the poise. I just want my quarterback to be poised. All right? I just want him poised. If he's poised, then his brain's going to be calm. He's going to see the coverages. He's going to be quick with his decision making. And Pickett has all of that. They're going to beat him up, and they're going to want to trade for Fields in Chicago. And I say that's a huge mistake. You don't need Fields. Stay with what you got. Just build him up. Get him another receiver. Get him an explosive tight end. Give him another tackle. Give him a guard. You know, have the ability to protect him, and then give him guys on the outside. This is a passing league now. Give him people out there that can run and catch the football and that are smart. He's fine. That's their guy.
That was legendary Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw saying that the Steelers should stick with Kenny Pickett as their starting quarterback. Now, the Steelers quarterback situation has been a hot topic. A lot of speculations, rumors, and things like that. You got people thinking that Russell Wilson is going to sign with the Steelers. You know, Chad Johnson came out saying that he got the inside scoop, and Russell Wilson will be going to the Steelers. You got some people saying that the Steelers should trade for Justin Fields. Kirk Cousins' name entered the mix. Is he a fit? Baker Mayfield even popped up. You know, so there's all type of things going around about the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback situation. And with that, all that being said, Terry Bradshaw thinks that the Steelers should just stick with Pickett and surround him with more talent. Now, you know, on the other hand, some people think that Kenny Pickett has enough talent to do a better job than what he's been doing, you know, and that's why I think that people are excited for the possibility of bringing a Justin Fields in, because you say, hey, you give Justin Fields Pickens and Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, and two running backs, you know, Najee and Warren, and I think he can do something with that. You know, so I think that the Steelers, man, I think that they're leaning in the direction of, you know, sticking with Pickett as the starting quarterback the more it goes on, because Mike Sullivan, you know, he was the quarterback coach. He was a Kenny Pickett guy. He's still on the staff, not as the quarterback's coach, but as the senior offensive assistant. I believe that's his title, you know, staying on the staff. So he's still around, you know, he's still around. He's still involved with the offense, which is a familiar face for Kenny Pickett. Familiar, you know, you being familiar with the personnel, that keeps your guy comfortable. He doesn't have to, you know, he's already have to learn the Arthur Smith situation. And if Tannehill is the guy, then if they do sign a Tannehill, then you know for sure that they're going to want to give it to Kenny Pickett. You know, they're going to stick with him, and Tannehill's just going to coach him, you know, teach him the system. So it's looking like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to give Kenny Pickett, you know, another shot this upcoming season. You never know. You know, with free agency, like I said, you kind of got to read the room, and the way the room is going with keeping Sullivan around. What Kenny Pickett said, he spent a lot of time with Sullivan, and that's his guy, you know, kind of gave him that endorsement stamp. So you want to kind of keep your quarterback comfortable, you know. So we'll have to see, man. But if the Steelers do stick with Pickett and don't make a move, you know, for Fields or bring in a Russell Wilson or things like that, if they stick with Kenny Pickett, man, and it don't pan out, Now you're back in the quarterback shuffle, and it set your team back some years because you can't get to the other positions, and you can't do other things until you figure out the quarterback position. So now you're back at it. So hopefully, the Steelers can get this right. Whatever, move you make. I'm gonna say it again. I know I'm repeating myself, but I think you should go with a younger guy. Just draft somebody. Pickett. They gave him how much more time do you have to give with Pickett? Maybe a half season if you do go with him. Next season, this season coming up, you say, hey, all right, we're gonna give you X amount of games, and if not, kind of how like the Mitchell Trubisky situation went, 3 games in, you're out. That's kind of how it should be for Kenny. He had some time, and any if you look at the other quarterbacks in those amount of games that Kenny played, those guys showed their team that they were the franchise. If you just look in the AFC, 2-year guys, just look in the division, not the AFC, the total AFC, just the AFC North, the 2 rival teams, the Bengals and the Ravens. 2 years in, Lamar MVP. 2 years in, Burrow made it to the Super Bowl. So 2 years for both of those quarterbacks, you knew they were your guy. And now 2 years, with Pickett, you're still scratching surface. So if you do want to go with Pickett, you just, it's a short hook. I understand, first round pick, you draft, invested a lot of things like that. I get it, but you have to get this thing. You have to get it right to avoid being in these type of conversations. Because, man, when is the last time you heard of the Pittsburgh Steelers in a quarterback saga? Just don't happen, So got to get it right, and we'll just have to see. But Terry Bradshaw, a great quarterback, Steelers quarterback in his time, believe that the Steelers should stick with Kenny Pickett. What do you guys think? I think if it looks like they're going to do that, that's what it's looking like. So I believe if they do, short hook, short leash, like how they did Mitchell. Couple games in, you draft you a young guy competition. So if you do beat this guy, that it's a short leash. So we'll just have to see what goes on. Free agency coming up, followed by the draft. And like I said, you can kind of read the room and see the direction that the Steelers are going in. So and right now, the room is looking like Kenny Pickett will be the starter. As of so far, you never know with the Mason signing and this and that, things that go on, that can change some things. So we'll just have to see moving forward. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.